Alrighty, on to question number 2. Dev from techandshare.com asked me, what got you getting started to build your blog? To make this short, like the last video, and if you hear any noises, I have my daughter on my knees here, right there. um, Actually, BluePop13.com was originally an idea that I had when I first got into building websites on the internet. I started with GeoCities back in the day, Homestead. I wonder if they're even still going. Either way, and I picked the name and I started building the site, and I knew HTML, CSS. I taught myself that actually. But I wanted traffic to the site, and I really didn't. I don't know a whole lot about one specific topic, except for a few. And I wanted BluePop13 to be more of a personal site. But whenever someone asked, "Well, what's your site about?" I could just say it's about me, Eric. And so therefore, no traffic, no one would go to it. What was the point? I didn't care if I was paying, hosting costs in a domain name, but I wanted actual traffic. I wanted there to be a community built up around there. Um, and I didn't really have a clue about blogging any of that stuff. So after I actually was in my relationship with the girlfriend that I have now, um, and still doing that, and still being asked that question, things happen with us, and this is relevant, believe me. I mean, this is exactly basically how I got into blogging. Some really shitty things happened in our relationship, and I got heartbroken, and I was searching for a way to not do the 9 to 5 thing because I've never been a fan of that. I've always been a fan of, I always had this thought of, I am supposed to venture out and do my own thing. I'm supposed to go out there and make it on my own somehow and do something different than everyone else does. And so I was always interested in how to create my own business. And I first hopped on to Yaro Starik's blog, entrepreneurs-journey.com. And I really found out what blogging was all about from him. Then I discovered Darren Rouse, David Risley, all them. And I started just, clicking on different people who commented on their sites and branching out on and on and on. And so that's really how I got into it, was because of heartbreak, basically. I know it sounds awful, but I found that blogging was fun because I could blog about what I felt, and I could then learn how to gain an audience and talk about things I was interested in. And if you read my first post, you'll realize that my ideas were all over the place. I was talking about Linux and Ubuntu, which is my operating system, heartbreak, what I had been up to that day. Like a regular blog was meant to be, like an online journal. My computer's just, different things, but, uh, you know, finding out that, I could direct traffic to a blog and update it constantly and say, hey, visit my blog. It's about, whatever it's about. That's how I really got into it, was because of relationship problems, and I was trying to find a happy escape from how I felt, and I found blogging, and it took a lot of the pain away, and it just made me feel happy. I could connect with really cool people and get to know them and build relationships and share what I was going through and venture on from there. So that's basically how it happened. Okay, his second question is, what are your methods of marketing for your blog? Um, I use Twitter and Facebook, not as probably good as I should use them, but probably those mainly. I am on StumbleUpon. I don't use it a whole lot at all, really. But every time that I post a new blog post, I will get on Hootsuite, and I used to use TweetDeck, but I quit using that. No specific reasons. Oh, actually, there is a specific reason. I heard that Hootsuite, you could do automated tweets and send them out scheduled the tweets, which I know a lot of people aren't a fan of. But you can reach more people during the day, so you don't have to be there constantly. But if you build a relationship, even if you're doing that, I believe that people will know you're a real person, not just out there to make a bunch of money, and you want to really give great value. But yeah, when I post a new blog post, I will go on Hootsuite and post on Twitter and Facebook that post, and then I basically I comment everywhere that I possibly can, like I mentioned in the first video. For Gina, I just comment on so many blogs a day. I guest post once in a while, things like that. Um, so that's basically how I market, I guess. I also recently got my own mailing list, which I call Pop News. And if you're on that, you get all the insider information first. You definitely want to be in on that. I don't give away a bunch of marketing tactics like, hey, buy this, hey, go here, buy that. I don't do that. I'm different than that. What I do in my stuff is I actually would tell you, and people can back me up on this. If you're on my list, you can actually back me up on this. I'm not going to tell you I do something that I don't do. If I do and I mess up, then I'll admit to that too, though. What I do, though, is I give you on Wednesday, or actually on Saturday, what I'll do is I'll say, hope you had a great week on, last week. Here's what, in case you missed it, here's what we talked about. Next week, here's what's coming up. So you, if you're subscribed to my newsletter, actually know what's coming up before anybody else does. Anybody else, seriously. And, insider information that I may talk about or I have ideas about, even if I'm going to put a post up about it, I put it in the newsletter first. Um, if I believe in something, yeah, I'll promote it. But as you can tell, I have one ad on my site, which is Henry's Passionate Living book, which I fully believe in. If I didn't believe in that product enough, I wouldn't have it on there. And if you know, I have other ebooks I may have talked about in the past or, whatever. Um, I haven't put those up yet because either it's been so long since I've read them or something, or I just, I need to read the ebook, then decide, hey, do I want to go ahead and put this in my blog, do I believe in it, and sign up for the affiliate information. And then even then I may not promote that particular product. So my actual mailing list is a lot different than a lot you may receive. But that's a big one actually, is my mailing list too. I'm trying to grow that and really put good information out there. And I hope this video, thank you Dev, because this video I hope I can get more people on my list by letting you know this is what I really do on my list. You won't get a bunch of, hey, buy this, hey, buy that, hey, this person posted here, go buy their stuff. You can talk to people too who are on my list, and they'll tell you that. If you sign up, you'll also notice that. So basically, Twitter, Facebook, Hootsuite, my mailing list, if you want to count that, or YouTube also, and I comment, I guest post. If you have any tips for how I can market myself better, Dev, or anybody else, please ask me. This video is about the same time, so hey, these videos are all going to be about 10 minutes long, so thank God there's a text version too. Alright, well hey Dev, I appreciate your comment as well as I do Gene's. Dev, thank you so much for participating in this and asking me your 2 questions. I do greatly appreciate it, and thank you for being a part of the small community I'm building up on my site. And that's it. Alrighty, next video.